I want to draw your attention to this Reddit post that was here on our Canucks. This was posted by user Wesley Snipes, and it was a very interesting post that I felt definitely deserved to be talked about. So I reached out to Wesley himself on Reddit, asked him, yo, could I make a YouTube video revolving around your post? He gave me the okay, so here we are discussing this post on our Canucks. Quinn Hughes is NHL ready, according to the post's title. Now, of course, the post starts off with just the general status quo of how people perceive the question and the topic of the post. Guys like Brian Burke on TV talked about how Quinn Hughes definitely isn't ready to play in the NHL. A whole bunch of other guys like Button, he believes that Hughes would benefit greatly from going back over to Michigan, tearing things up over there, but there are a few analysts, a few fans, and Quinn Hughes himself who thoroughly believe that Hughes is NHL ready now. This post on Reddit discusses this claim. The first paragraph talks about Quinn Hughes' monster NCAA season, finishing 16th among defensemen in scoring, and, of course, we have to keep in mind the idea that he was playing against older guys. The post also talks about Brady Tkachuk and how he actually finished with a lower points per game than Hughes, although it does mention in the post as well that Brady is playing in a more difficult division. An argument that this post proposes is the whole idea of taking NHL and NCAA point comparables and applying them to guys like Tkachuk and Hughes. The post talks about how if you compared Quinn Hughes' numbers using NHL translating factors, Quinn Hughes would have been on pace for 21 NHL points. And that is noteworthy because if he had been at 21 points playing for a Vancouver Canucks team, he would have finished 4th among defensemen. So this post by Wesley is discussing just a talent pool that we have on our team right now, and using Quinn Hughes' ability to produce at the NCAA level to replicate and reflect a level of success on the big club. Also, the post brings up a really interesting point talking about Quinn Hughes' performance at the World Championships playing for Team USA. We heard about it a lot, guys. Hughes talked about, he was in the dressing room, he was with Patrick Kane, he learned from the best, he played with the best, and he was able to develop his game very much so alongside of Team USA. Because this post actually does a really good job at detailing its points, I'll just read it out for you. Hughes was playing against NHL-level talent, a significant step up in terms of competition when compared to the NCAA. Not only did Hughes succeed, skating in all 10 games that the USA played, but he also proved to be as reliable as other defensemen who have already seen NHL action. When Charlie McAvoy joined the team after Boston's defeat, Jordan Osterley was sat instead of Hughes. Neil Pionk, a 23-year-old NCAA graduate who had 14 points with the Rangers in 28 games last season, shared very similar stats to Hughes throughout the tournament. Pionk scored 2 more goals and a single point more than Hughes, while the pair averaged nearly the same minutes per game, 12 minutes for both of them. If the American coaching staff trusted 18-year-old Hughes as much as a Rangers defenseman who averaged 22-plus minutes a night in the NHL, and more than a Blackhawks defender who suited for 55 games, we've got good things in store for next year. In fact, Hughes had an amazing tournament, and it was brought up several times throughout the draft interviews, by Bob McKenzie on TV, and throughout the NHL Network's media team. Quinn Hughes was a reliable player for Team USA. Quinn Hughes played quite a bit of hockey, and he only was on the ice for 1 goal against. And that 1 goal was kind of a wonky goal, considering it was the 1 goal from South Korea when USA beat South Korea 13-1. Of course, that's not a pivotal moment in the game, totally, but considering the fact that Quinn Hughes did successfully kill a 5-on-3 against Team Canada, he is definitely a player who you could consider quality talent and able to tango with NHL regulars. So what exactly is the plan here? You've gotten this information, guys. I want you guys to take it, absorb it, formulate your own opinions, comment down below what you think. Me personally, when I look at this, I think about how Hughes has already talked about how he really wants to play pro already. So I can totally see him signing a contract and going over to the AHL to start off the season. The post here on Our Canucks talks about how Hughes will most definitely see Canucks time at least by the end of 18-19. So there's that perspective as well. But in my opinion, I just want to take things one step at a time here. I think Hughes is going to either go back to Michigan or the Utica Comets. And I think that's definitely two of the three options here. But I think it's really interesting to just try to analyze what exactly is the talent level that we have with our 7th overall pick. And should he really have gone 7th? I'll probably make another video tomorrow, probably talking about the draft in its entirety. But for now, we're just talking about Quinn Hughes. Comment down below, guys, what you believe is going to happen. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're blessed on gaming, check out Wesley Snipes' post on Reddit, upvote it, Our Canucks, subscribe, and bye.